Two confident, informed sides with big end-of-season objectives still to achieve, Stuart Robson.
Absolutely. It's a massive game for both clubs.
Tweedy held his position, and Samoa played it in front of him. One back here, though. First sight of goal for Higuain. It forces the save from Donnarumma. Lichtsteiner. Calcio. Almost a Jose Callejon type run that from Lichtsteiner. Pjanic. Nice turn by Dybala, and there's the shot, and there's the opening goal. Oh, the jewels shining bright there. What a brilliant finish from Paulo Dybala. His first sight of goal, and he only needed one.
Well, Higuain has had an attempt. Look at the space Dybala finds himself in. One touch to open himself up. Donnarumma has to do better. He has a little look at the pitch, but it takes a skip off the surface, but he's got to do a lot better. It's a long way out. He strikes it well, Dybala, but I think the goalkeeper has to get across and make the save there. Lovely first touch from Dybala, and enough power in the strike to beat the youngster. What a start for Juve.
Well, he's had a rest, he'll be fresh. Was deemed not needed by Argentina. Integral at Juventus.
That's certainly going to test the character of this AC Milan side.
Calcio. Forward here, Calhanoglu. Tried to react quickly, and tried the shot well wide. Certainly shown plenty of ambition in the first 13 minutes here, Milan, as Rodriguez brings Calabria into the game. Wide it goes for Suso. And still Suso, there are plenty in the middle. Calcio with the ball over, it was Andre Silva with the header. Once more though, good build-up play by Milan.
Again, it's Suso out on that right-hand side. Two players go towards him. To get a little bit tighter to Calcio.
Really well there and brings Andre Silva. He's got options left and right, and he's picked out Bonaventura. Calhanoglu in the area. Suso's calling for it too. Calhanoglu with Andre Silva waiting patiently. He's picked him out as well. Oh, it's just wide. Get into a good area, and they are level. And what about this? It's Leonardo Bonucci who scored it. You could not script it. Of all the people, it is Bonucci who celebrates the goal as well. And Milan on terms in Turin.
Well, it's a great delivery into the box. Bonucci, who's good in the air, but he's not a colossus by any means. And he just gets away from his man. It's a good header as well. On that occasion, Chiellini wasn't marking, Barzagli was marking him. Chiellini tried to come across right at the last minute, but couldn't get there. And he gets in between his two former colleagues, Barzagli and Chiellini, and Milan are back into the game, and they deserve it as well.
An emotional night for Bonucci. And one that he's marked with a goal on his return, his first return to the Allianz Stadium. Only his second goal in the league for Milan.
He's got it all to do at half-time. His team are being outplayed here by Milan. Gattuso's got the tactics absolutely right.
So much of the talk. So good and so consistent. We've seen Napoli this season, that Juve had to raise their own standards, and Max Allegri has seen fit to make a substitution, as James was alluding to there at the start of the second half, with Lichtsteiner replaced on the right-hand side by Douglas Costa, who they had wanted to give a rest. They've started the first half, really, Milan, the way they finished. The first 45 as Suso floats it in, good take by Buffon.
Wrong decision from Suso. Calabria made
Suso
a
to
really...
Kessia. Milan have got a fair few forward here. Andre Silva. Calhanoglu to his left. Andre Silva, and Calhanoglu goes for a goal. He's so unlucky. Suso. And Buffon saves. How close Milan were to going in front.
As soon as he picked up the ball here, you can see the overlapping run of Rodriguez. The midfield players weren't in support of Barzali, so he was always able to come inside on his right foot and get the shot away, and what a brilliant shot it was. I don't think Buffon gets anything on that.
Romagnoli to measure their confidence that, look at this, the centre halves all the way forward. Calhanoglu has another go. That was Belia, and Kalinic pointed where he wanted it. It's gone the other side here to Calhanoglu, who's squeezed the pass through for Bonaventura. Well, he's decided to have a go, and Kalinic is saying, why didn't you cross it for me?
3 players in the wall for Juventus, just to hide the view of Donnarumma.
It's Pjanic. It's, by his standards, some way off target.
Never coming down in time.
Chiellini. Oh, good ball. And Gonzalo Higuain is in. The flag stays down. Brilliant save, Donnarumma. Well, now it has gone up, I think, but it was late.
Why does Higuain have a look at the linesman? He's just got to get on. It's a very tight decision, the right decision. Watch here, he just has a little look across at the linesman to see whether the flag went up, and it did. Very tight decision, but the right one.
Khedira. Douglas Costa. Away from Calabria. And that's a great ball as well, but Khedira and Cuadrado! The champions may well have just found a way, just as champions do. Cuadrado's first appearance of 2018. It could be a match-winning appearance.
Well played, Khedira. He's had a very poor game, he's been ineffective, but he made the goal brilliantly here. What a cross it is into the box. He played it out wide, continued his run. He's onside and he just lifts the ball to that far post. You can just see Rodriguez had come in field with Higuain, and it allowed that bit of space. Calhanoglu couldn't get back. And it's a good header from Cuadrado. He knows the goalkeeper's having to move one way, and he heads it back into the space he leaves. Really good header, but made by Sami Khedira.
How good did that feel for Juan Cuadrado? His first goal since he got one against the manager of Gattuso's as well, and Max Allegri. Douglas Costa. They found the room eventually. Dybala and Khedira! Provider turns goal scorer, and Juventus are home and host tonight, and they will take a 4-point lead at the top of Serie A as well. It's potentially a very, very significant day in the race for the Scudetto.
What a reverse pass this is from both Douglas Costa to start with there, from Dybala, and Donnarumma trying to anticipate it's going into the far corner, starts to move one way, and Khedira hits it into that near post, and he knows that's the winning goal. Juventus, another giant step towards Serie A. Bonaventura and Suso over the ball.
Just over a minute to go as Suso fires it in. Good goalkeeping by Buffon. Just make sure he puts it to Douglas Costa. Juve edging closer to 7 in a row. 6 in a row had never been done before. They've written their own scripts, this Juve generation. Another step towards the Scudetto.